We'll just give one more minute. I think all are back, so we'll get started. Okay, we'll continue. Now we will discuss more on Salesforce side, everything on Salesforce, and few things maybe you might be already knowing, as we have few participants who have already covered innovator badge also. But yeah, like we'll start from here. Data fundamental of AI. Data plays a major role, as I told. Without data, AI will not work. So when I think about Salesforce, there would be a normal question everyone would ask: Do we need data cloud? Do we need what to say? Do we need data cloud? Do we need Salesforce knowledge? All these things. So Salesforce knowledge required. Again, I did see some questions on that earlier. So yeah, Salesforce basic knowledge, basic understanding how to set up users, permission sets. So those type of things is very much needed. On the data cloud end, again, if you are planning something on the advancement of Agentforce, if you want to shape your career in such a way that everything is on AI, then maybe data cloud plays an important role. And again, future of Salesforce is also on data cloud, but now it is a good time, if at all, if you have not started your journey on data cloud, just understand at least basics of data cloud. So maybe yes, in next 1 or 2 years, whatever you are currently doing in usual Salesforce core platform will be transformed or will be pushed into data cloud for major type of works, data handling task, everything will be done in say data cloud. So yeah, with that said, just an introduction on data here. Data is very much important to make AI work. Okay, so here are some images and some details on it, and how data will help businesses like finance, healthcare, medicine, and other industries to work, and some decisioning making related. So we'll see one by one. Again, this second half of it, I'll just go a little bit fast because we need to cover three modules. At least the intention of this particular session, what I have kept is, I just want to make you understand the basics of AI, basics of Agentforce, and all the tools that's currently in place in Salesforce. So based on that, maybe you can work on your own, and I'll be available on LinkedIn. Maybe once in a day, I'll be always active in LinkedIn. You can reach out to me. And trailhead related ID also have given. You can ask me question there also. I'll be responding back to your question. And if at all, if you want something important where you want to ask some questions related to your project, then you can reach out to Salesforce. You can raise a ticket, and there will be an implementation support person who is going to respond back to you with some documents and some assistance. Okay, with that said, yeah, business and finance, how data is important. I told like about financial brands. Like when we think about any financial brands, credit card, debit card, and loan details, all these things are very, very important. And all these things are security things and sensitive things as well, right? Everything needs to be protected, encrypted. So whether data in Salesforce do that, that is one question. And then healthcare related, if I think on the other end, medical related information, maybe there would be an ailment which maybe not everyone is very open enough. Everyone will not say in front of everyone that I'm having this type of health issue, right? Because again, that is a sensitive uh, matter, right? So that's where those things are again considered as uh, sensitive information, or PII, personally identifiable information, which needs to be secured enough. And again, a top value of Salesforce is trust. Okay, so that's where all the things, whatever you are capturing in Salesforce, you have different methodologies where you can make use of it and make it secured. We have Shield, Again, people from Salesforce, you know what is Shield. So Shield will help in encryptioning of data, again, whether it is on cloud or on prem, whatever type of data you're bringing in, you have that security and encryption of data. Again, whoever is from outside of Salesforce, also you know what is encryption. So those type of encryption can also be handled through data, I mean to say through Salesforce. Then based on data, we need to decide, right? We need to decide what should be the response. Again, we discussed about weather report, so I'm going to give some information to AI, and based on that, it is going to give me a response. So that is what insight is all about. Like insight is what's going to happen based on the data that you are currently having. A decision will be made. You can create predictive models, actually, to say, in Salesforce, in Data Cloud, you can create a predictive model. Maybe I'm diverting a little bit on Data Cloud, but if at all, if you are not aware of Data Cloud, never mind. That is not very much important for today's session, and also to complete this champion thing. But end of the module, you have one topic on Data Cloud. So here and there, I'll be speaking a little bit on Data Cloud. So we have a prediction model which you can create on your own, or you can also use the default or out of the box available models also to create like the, maybe I want to check how many of them are visiting my website on an weekend. Okay, so I'll just want to create a model for it. I can do that easily because I'll be having an history of data and I'll be doing it. That is insight. That type of insight will be provided. And if you want to improvise the performance, like improve competitiveness, again, when we have AI, that is where we will bring all the personalization into picture, and everything will be in the advancement, right? So in that case, you will be like a better competitor for rest of the team, rest of the business in the market. And here we have all basic things like significance of AI, where we can use, how we can use those type of things. So I'll not go deep into it. What's the difference between data driven decision making and traditional decision making? Again, this is a straightforward question. Then there is one true false. AI is a technology that enables machines to learn and perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. This particular section is little bit bigger because it's having like 1,800 points or something. So it takes a little bit more time.
Sorry to interrupt
We
you,
discussed about.
Aishwarya. I see only the trailhead slide, but I'm not sure if anyone else is still seeing the same.
I think the screen was correct. So we were looking at the twilight page, data classification and types.
Yes, yes, I'm discussing about the data classification
Okay,
and
so
type.
no new slides, right? Sorry, yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, like what we are doing now, maybe if you have missed the previous things, we are getting into each and every module and then discussing on that module in maybe on a high level, and then maybe if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask those questions, or else we are just moving on to the next modules. Later we'll go to the PPT, end of the slide, or end of this one particular topic. Okay, so we were discussing about data classification, and maybe now in my previous before the break also we discussed about this structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data. So that is what it is, like structured data where you can see rows and columns, Excel sheets, spreadsheets, any database for that matter would be considered as structured data. Unstructured data where you have something like PDF files, image files, emails, those type of things are unstructured data. Semi-structured data, XML, JSON, those type of things are semi-structured data. Then data format, like what type of data you can use for AI, especially in Salesforce. For now is like tabular data, text data, image data, geospatial data. Maybe this one would be a new term. Maybe not everyone is used to it. That's nothing but a geographical data, latitude, longitude, maybe location details, pin code, zip code, those type of things, country, city, those things where you will analyze, bring Google Map details also, and connect it to AI and give some maybe a very good response on the chat that if I ask some directions, I'll get a response like where to reach, like my source and my destination, a route map will be given to me. So those type of things can be done through geospatial data. Then time series data refers to data that can obtain information over a period of time, daily stock price over the past year. Again, this is a predictive AI here. It's again stock price. It's not actually like it would be fluctuating based on the similar type of trend happened in the past. It is going to give you a response. So that is time series data. Then types of data: quantitative data, qualitative data. So all of you know what is quantitative, what is qualitative, right? So I'll not speak much on that. Data collection method. So how we are going to collect data? We are going to bring data from various sources. So one of you asked me a question about knowledge articles. Knowledge article is one such area from where we can bring the data. And maybe files, I can upload some files. And I can also visit website, web data also I can capture. Those are all the things I can do from agent force perspective. Now I'm speaking from agent force here. Then data labeling. Again, one more quick scenario which I can bring here is like, whenever you're working on files, make sure you're going to give a proper naming convention to it, and also give a proper labeling to it. Labeling means for each and every heading, give a proper definition and maybe some keyword, unique identifiers kind of thing. Because when you upload n number of files into data cloud or into agent, it will be not able to respond back to you with a proper response. Okay, similarly with normal AI also, when you want to upload some documents to chat gpt and get a response, even then I don't think so chat gpt helps in uploading a document. But yeah, maybe a enterprise version of it would help. But yeah, like uploading a document and then generating a response out of it, you're going to give a proper categorization of data in your files. Then data cleansing, which is again a major requirement of today's world where we have lot of data scattered around. So cleansing of data is very much important, removing duplicate records, any spelling error, filling any missing data, those type of things to be done while collecting your data, while labeling. uh, Clean data will give you clean response. So if you feed all unnecessary data, you might not get accurate response. So be clear on that. And when you are uploading data, b- feel like you should be confident enough to upload clean data. Okay, then where we can use this, I think surveys, collect data from group of people using a set of questions. Then interviews, collect data from individuals through one-on-one conversation, observation, web scraping. Okay, so these are the techniques, various techniques from where we can collect data. Okay, then the importance of data in AI: training and performance, accuracy and bias, generalization and robustness, trust and transparency, data governance and compliance. This is importance of AI. Again, if you are working towards agent force specialist certification, there might be one or two questions. Maybe when I took the certification, I did not have much questions on it. But in the upcoming certifications, there might be chances to get these type of questions. Reason being, earlier we had AI associate certification, and even today if you are taking up AI associate, these topics will come into picture. Until February we have AI associate. So if at all if you are planning to take AI associate, after February 2026, that certification is going to retire. So whatever topics you have here in this module, champion badge, that is related to AI associate, and also little bit introduction to agent force specialist certification. Okay, and future of as we will not have AI associate in future, that is where this badge was introduced. Agentblazer badge or status was introduced because of that only. Okay, so yeah, training and performance, quality of data is important, as I told earlier. Then, based on the quality only, you are going to identify the accuracy, and again, the hallucination part of it will also be dependent on this data quality. If you're giving some all n number of data, correct, wrong, all these type of mixed data, there are chances AI might respond back to you with wrong responses. Then generalizeness, like AI model should be able to handle new and unfamiliar data. Maybe earlier we discussed about testing, right? So when you're testing, maybe you might not know, you will test 100 records, 101th record would be something unique. So that is what this generalization and robustness, try to bring your data as generalized as possible, and give the proper patterns what you are looking for in your agent and what your customer is required. You can also, as a human being, you can go and check your previous history of questions or complaints that your customer might have reached out to you. Based on that, you can generalize and create your agent or AI. Then trust and transparency. Trust we already discussed, so nothing more on that. Transparent data practices is something which you need to keep in mind. Whatever you're going to discuss with AI, again, have you communicated that with your customer also? Because customer will speak with AI, and if something, there is a confidential information within your organization, you shouldn't convey that to your customer. Again, you're going to keep a guardrail. We'll discuss about guardrail in some minutes. So guardrail is some limitation that you're going to set to your AI, that you shouldn't do this. Okay, then data governance and compliance. Maintaining data governance compliance, this GDPR, HIPAA, can spam, so these type of compliance you need to take into consideration while working on AI. What region you are working for, whether that is supported, and again, you can go and check Salesforce trust policy. uh, there is a huge document on it, and what are all the compliance regulations available, all these things are also available in that document. And which region supports which compliance, that is also there in that document. So based on your customer, I mean to say customer means client here, based on the client whom you are working with, where you want to use AI and agent force, you can just go and check whether that is supported. Definitely 100% trust related complaints things, no issues in agent force or Salesforce as of now. Okay, so this covers this topic of understanding data and its significance. So I'll move on to the next one. Okay, artificial technologies, like we discussed about machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, large language model, computer vision, we did not discuss. Robotics, maybe we did not discuss much on robotics, but maybe on a high level, you know what is robotics, right? Computer vision is a technology that enables machines to interpret visual information. Like maybe how many of you are using iPhone? I think most of you or some of you. Okay. So whoever is using iPhone, you might have seen this um, face recognition feature. Again, not only iPhone, in most of the advanced smartphones, you might see this face recognition feature available. Similar to fingerprint recognition, you can just scan your face and only you can open that phone. Right, that is nothing but a computer vision working behind the scenes, which will interpret the visual information. Okay, then coming to this learning things, machine learning, we have three things: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. So AI is like a small kid. Okay, if you want to make your kid work well, learn well, study well, then how you are going to train your kid? That is what you are going to do with AI. A proper supervised learning will make your AI function so, like super extraordinary. Unsupervised, maybe you leave AI as it is, do whatever you want, then it will not give you a proper response, it will not work accordingly. Those type of things is going to happen. Reinforced learning, this type of learning involves agent learning through trial and error. Maybe I'll do something, it might turn out wrong. Okay, later after some experience I might change. Okay, this is what I learned, I need to correct myself. So that is reinforcement learning. Then role of machine learning and programming. So what was happening in traditional programming and how machine learning came into picture, what happened here. So that is what it is. So here see, the data input is coming and we are also feeding some programs, and then we are getting output. But here in machine learning we are also giving some inputs, we are also feeding some expected outputs, and we'll get a program. Okay, so that would be a difference here. And then data quality, overfitting, underfitting, and bias. Bias we discussed already, right? Maybe it might not give you the response what you get, it might be aligned to one particular side of it only. Okay, so based on the majority of data what it gathers, it might be biased to one side of the response. That is bias. Underfitting is like when the model is too simple and does not capture the underlying patterns in the data. That is underfitting. Overfitting, when the model is too complex and fits the training data too closely. Model, just remember the model that we were discussing, OpenAI, GPT-4, GPT-5, those are all the models that we are referring here. Okay, then predictive generative AI. We discussed all these things already, so I'll skip this one. Limitation of generative AI we discussed. Data life cycle of AI. So data collection of data, then storing the data, processing the data, using the data, sharing it, retention, and disposal. So remember these 7 stages. These are the data life cycle. Okay, again, if you are planning your future on AI, this terminologies and this initial things are very much important. Again, nothing much to give more details here. You're going to collect data, store that data somewhere, and based on that you are going to process, then use that data, share the data, retention, and disposal. That is what all this about. And again, interest of time, I might not go deep into this questions and all. If you are parallelly listening to me and if you want to answer the questions, you can answer very well. And then we'll jump to the next one. No data ethics, privacy, and practical implementation. So privacy violations, as I told earlier about health related records and finance related records. Again, ethics, you should definitely maintain. Again, ethical issues would be there. Again, not on the Salesforce side, but in general perspective. Again, on the Salesforce side also, if you are building your AI for the first time, you need to train the data accordingly. Even though there is a foundational layer on the trust, but still the ethics is somewhat, the issues related to ethics would be something different that you might come across. So make sure you're trying to resolve all those issues in your testing phase, at least, if at all, if not in the development stage. Okay, collecting and analyzing personal information, then data breach, bias, all these things. Then data privacy, consent, and confidentiality. Again, privacy related means definitely encryption will come into picture. Anonymization, again, that also is like what type of data you are going to bring as an PII, that is personally identifiable information. What is not PII? What type of data will identify a customer, what will not identify a customer, those type of things. Then address bias, diversifying data source, improving data quality, conducting bias audits, incorporating fairness metrics, promoting transparency. So all these things are theory. So you can go and read these things and understand these topics. And here comes the trust layer, which will be a basic foundation of agent force, uh, using which you can encrypt your, I mean to say, mask your data. And it's not necessary that all the data should be shown to everyone, right? So you can mask that data through Einstein trust layer. Okay, so yeah, maybe I'll move on to the next one.
Hi, Aishwarya. I have one more question. Let me be quick. So, Aishwarya, you mentioned like we are also storing the data. Are we storing the data in data cloud when it comes to Salesforce, or it just storing? Let's say if we ask any question and we get the answer. So, are they storing that prompt only, or are they storing the huge data somewhere else?
Okay, so it depends on the license. So again, license and also the business requirement. So if at all, if your customer is only having some other extra um, platform, other CRM, it's not Salesforce, and they were just wanted to use Agentforce. In that case, Agentforce license will be given, but I think a starter pack for Salesforce will also be given, because Agentforce, maybe creation of user, all these things will happen within Salesforce itself. um, but on top of it, data storage point of view are also like knowledge articles, as I mentioned. Not always data. Again, data cloud is not important. Okay, data cloud, it's again an additional thing. If you want to have proper functioning of your agent force, if you want to understand what conversation is having between data sorry, what conversation is happening between the agent and the customer, those type of things, then definitely data cloud is required. You will get an audit trail, reporting related to it, all those things in data cloud. And files, whatever I mentioned earlier, unstructured files, if you want to process that files also, then data cloud is required. But if you are working on only on the web side of it or knowledge article side of it, then data cloud is not required. Especially for the enrichment of your agent, you need data cloud. But without data cloud also, you can work on agent force.
But where are these data? Like they are storing where they are storing this data, huge data. Then
Huge data means, what is that huge data you're referring to?
so you mentioned like you in the previous like scenario you mentioned like they are also storing the data, like data collection, data storing is the second
Data,
step, right?
see, if you're already working on Salesforce, like you will have all the source data connected to it. You might bring data from your website, some e-commerce platforms, some ERP systems, and some point of sale systems. All these things you are going to connect to Salesforce, and you already have that huge data. And what AI is going to do, it will go and learn that data, what's there, what is this business all about, what is this customer all about, how should I respond back to their queries. So that's already your storage, your Salesforce storage, what you already have, you're using that same storage here. And you're
Oh,
training AI on the same data what you have. But if you want to go beyond that, if you want to make your AI train outside of Salesforce platform, then we are going to introduce website, or maybe web data. Again, if you are going to use web data, there is an option, you can just give a general web URLs also. Or if you want to give some specific URLs, you can give your own website URL, so that it will learn from your own website.
okay, good. Thanks, sir.
Okay, welcome. So here, this is an somewhat little bit basic topic to understand how data plays a major role, how AI plays a role in sales, customer service, marketing, and commerce. Okay, so yeah, IT also. So these things again you can go and read. And again, trust related, radio technology, empower your people, all these things comes into picture over here. And there is a video also. And again, the question wise, this is again a basic question: what forms the foundation of successful AI strategy? Again, foundation, just now we discussed what is that foundation of Salesforce. You can give that as an answer. Which of these is an example of how you can use AI in marketing? Again, you have a table over here which will help you answer this question. Okay, but yeah, go through this entire section, so that you will understand better about how AI, data, and CRM work together. Okay, next is prompt related. So before getting into prompt related, I'll go back to my PPT for a minute, and I have few slides to show, then we'll come back here. Okay, so these are the skill sets required to excel in Agent Force actually. Not for the champion badge, but to excel in Agent Force, basics of Salesforce and also some development concepts on Salesforce and sales and service functionality is important. As I said, you might need to um, make it deployed on a service platform, or maybe on an experience cloud, or a sales related any area in sales cloud. If you want to deploy your agent, you can make use of that functionality, but still you need to understand the basics of it. Then admin concepts, definitely it is required, because you need to play around with flows, then user setup, permission sets, public groups, page layout, object records, everything that you're going to work as an admin. Someone asked me a question earlier that I'm preparing for Salesforce admin. Very good that you're preparing for Salesforce admin, because that would be a foundational things that you are going to learn. But part of the badge or part of the certification, it's not required that you need to complete that certification. But if you are done, if you are doing it, well and good. Then developer concept, Apex classes, Apex triggers, LWC, CLI, chain set, all these things you can do with Agent Force also. There is something new also, Agent Force for developers, which will help you in coding, uh, coding some classes, Apex classes, all these things. So you can make use of that as well. And you can create your own agent using these Apex classes, Apex triggers, LWC, CLI, chain set, all these things. So if you're like me, from marketing background, if you're not into Salesforce, you don't know these concepts, again, this is the time where you can learn concepts related to Salesforce, basics at least. Just go and take up your admin certification. Again, the name has been changed. It's not Salesforce administrator now. I think it's platform administrator 192. You can take platform administrator 192, and maybe you will be having at least some minimum amount of knowledge on what is Salesforce and how it works. Then data cloud, again, basic functionality of data cloud is this: connect, harmonize, insight, and activate. Maybe understand this topic, it's important. But again, if you want to enhance your knowledge, enhance your Agent Force functioning, then it's better if you understand the advanced topics also. RAG is retrieval augmented generation. Whatever we discussed as PDF files uploaded into uploaded into AI, that is worked based on RAG functionalities. Then real time integration, you earlier whatever we had was batch and streaming. Now we have real time integration. You can bring in web SDK, then some real time integrations also within data cloud. Then zero copy data federation. So these are some of the concepts, advanced concept available. But there are few more things which I haven't added over here. But yeah, you can learn very well all the advanced concept in data cloud. Then prompt builder, in builder, prompt engineering techniques. So next topic would be on prompt, so we'll discuss that. Agent Force builder, like you need to understand the basic functioning, like what is the agent, what is actions, what is topic, what are all the things I can do, whether I can connect a flow, whether I can connect an Apex class, how it will function. Those type of things you can do it in here in this basic sections, basic Agent Force section. Advanced topic would be on agent API. Again, we have one API which you can connect to uh, some external agents and bring that data and connect multiple agents also together. That is multi-agent concept, or we have something known as headless API. You can do make use of it also and connect it to some application where you want to bring your agent. Like basically, if you want to enable that on an experience cloud portal, that's already there. Like you have it in Salesforce and you can enable it in experience portal. But if you want to bring that agent outside of your platform, then you need to play around with your API integrations to bring it outside of your platform and then use it in your business. Then we have MCP, which is a protocol integration between LLM application and external data source. I told about Google Maps. So Google Map is an external application for me, or external API. So I want to bring that data into Agent Force. That is again something related to API, and I can also bring some LLM applications and connect it to my data source. That is what multi-agent activation will do, and that is what MCP will also do. All these are advanced concepts, so if you are not aware of this, never mind, don't worry. And we are discussing about this module only, data fundamentals, data AI, and CRM. And we were in this section: prompt fundamental, prompt builder, trust layer, and autonomous agent. Maybe we'll go back to that in some time. Okay, so I'll finish off this PPT and then we will continue our work on the trails. Okay, so most of the modules are theory, part of that prompt also. And in prompt, maybe you might get a view of the trailhead, sorry, playground, and you might see some prompts related to it: how to create a prompt, what type of prompt will generate what type of response. Those type of things are also there. But again, basics of it would play a major role. And prompt builder, check the proper usage of resources when you are working on prompt builder. Resources is like the source from where you are going to bring some personalized data. Then models, as I told, GPT-4, GPT-5, that Opera model, those type of things are models. And do preview test before connecting it to agent. Okay, then Einstein trust layer. For masking data, Einstein trust layer plays a major role. And if you want to understand more of Salesforce side of AI, this especially Salesforce side of Agent Force, then this would be a basic module to understand. Then prompt builder, again, a definition of it: it's a no code, low code generative AI tool that empowers admins and developers to build, test, and deploy AI powered workflows. So what it is, it's just like a workspace. Maybe if we don't get time to get into it, I'll just explain you now. Like, it's a workspace where you can bring in some instructions. You're going to give some instructions to your AI to give a response. There are different types of prompt templates that you can use. If you want to make some changes to your record, maybe I want to get a summary of this particular contact, I will just create a contact summary record, a field, and custom field, again record summary custom field. And then I'm going to bring all the necessary points of that customer in my prompt. Then that is nothing but the resource which I have mentioned. That resource is nothing but my contact related details, like the fields whatever I am having. And based on that, I need to generate a structured, what to say, prompt, a structured prompt, see, with some instructions also. And that instruction should have some rules and some guardrails. Guardrails means limitations, what it shouldn't do, and rules means like what it should do. Those things you are going to give in your instruction. And how it should respond, like whether it should be a casual response, formal response, whether it should use some business language. All these things you are going to mention there. And based on that, you are going to give a you are going to get a response. Again, you are going to give some input, you'll select a contact record, and you'll get a response out of it. So this is one such prompt template. We have like four different types of templates available. Again, different types of templates are available if you're going to use STO. But basic version of it would be four basic version of templates will be there. But there are multiple types of templates also available. You can bring Einstein also, and you can bring the RAG concept, which I told earlier: searching of files, searching of knowledge articles. All these things can be done in prompt builder. Okay, and here this is the one, like URL, which is again a Salesforce official URL on prompt builder. And this was supposed to be completed before the break. So yeah, here is the break. And then meet Agent Force. Again, introduction to Agent Force, introduction to Agent Force builder, service and sales. We'll try to complete if possible. And yeah, like here we have few things on agent. Like, I'll be showing you few slides on agent, how agent evolved. As we discussed earlier, we initially had predictive AI. Even not only in marketing, we did have some AIs by name Einstein, Einstein activity capture, Einstein case classification. So these type of features we had, right? So those are predictive. That is the wave one of Salesforce agent. Okay, sorry, Salesforce AI. And then the second wave was on copilots. You might have come across this terminology, Einstein copilot. That was the previous name for Agent Force. Okay, so more or less it was also doing the similar kind of task, but Agent Force is more advanced. It can do more work compared to Copilot. Then we are in third wave now. We are in Agent Force third wave. Again, we have two different versions of Agent Force. We do have 2DX, which is the next advanced version of Agent Force. But yeah, like what a chatbot was doing, it was doing some action based on some instructions that you provide, based on some rules that you provide. But agent is not like that. It will go beyond that boundary. It will think on its own. Even though you have given some instructions, it will go beyond that instructions, understand the concept, what it is. It will understand like the semantic, what we say, meaning of that particular statement, understand the sentiment, like whether it is a positive note or a negative note, and based on that, it will respond back. So that is what Agent Force, and that is how it is different from a chatbot. Okay, then the next wave is robotics, and the final stage would be artificial general intelligence. So this is a superficial, super intelligent robot that would be part of Salesforce in future, where we have wave 5. Yeah. Next is like I did mention this already, like chatbot is like fixed rules and repetitive tasks. Copilot was doing these things, smart tailored assistance, but it was again working a little bit less compared to Agent Force. um, Einstein Copilot earlier, whichever we were using, that was given a name or updated into Agent Force. What Agent Force will do, it will know your business, plan and reason, take actions, and scale up. Okay, then reasoning engine architectures. One of you mentioned in the first question when I asked what is automation, what is AI. Someone told me that it is based on the reasoning. So how AI is going to give me all those response? What's happening behind? Even though if I give instructions, whether instructions are enough, even though if I give data, whether my data is enough, how it is going to plan everything together, how it is going to stitch them together. That is because of this reasoning engine, Atlas reasoning engine, very powerful reasoning engine, based on which you are going to get the response. I've taken here some connectors, like I'm using data cloud here because this would be one of the topic part of module related to the champion batch. So you're going to ingest data from data cloud along with all the connectors, whatever you are having in data cloud, whether it is a structured data, unstructured data, you are going to bring into AI, that is Agent Force, let's say. First, retrieval, the step whatever you are seeing here in this circle section, that is the steps of AI. Retrieving it, then planning, then evaluating, and then refining. Okay, first retrieve it from the source, not only data cloud. If you are not having data cloud, maybe you are injecting, let's say, knowledge article, you will retrieve the data, then plan. I mean to say, you are going to tag the data, then evaluate it, where you need to place this particular response, how to get the response, those type of things, and then refine it. That is what this is going to do. And how we are going to get response, it would be in milliseconds. Okay, so sub-second real time means it's in milliseconds that you are going to get a response from AI. And you can see the foundation of it, it's on top of trust layer, that is Einstein trust layer. And guardrails, as I told, those are the limitations that you are going to set to AI, that you are not supposed to do these type of things. Then 5 attributes of an agent. First of all, role is like maybe you're searching for a job, let's say, and you will see the JD, job description. In that they will mention what is your job role, right? Based on your interest, based on your skill set, you are going to pick that particular job. Okay, you will continue your interview process, all these things, and you are into that particular role. And your company is going to give you some instructions like what you should do in this particular role. That would be your topic and instructions, what this agent should do. That is what agent topic and instruction will help. Okay, based on this role only, agent will get to know what it should do. Then data, what type of data you are going to feed into agent, what is that knowledge access, what type of knowledge it should access. I told, right, you can restrict also. If you want agent to perform only on certain set of data, you can do that restrictions also. That is data part. Again, coming to the analogy which I took, maybe your company might have given you some set of documents to go through. That is all the rules and regulation that you need to follow until you are in that company. That is what the data is all about. Okay. Then actions, what you are going to do. Maybe you are assigned to a project. In that project you are given a role and you are given some responsibilities, and what is the work that you are going to do, that those are the actions. Okay, and those are the capabilities of this particular person, that this person can handle. Maybe a development job, maybe a consultant job. That is what action is all about. And here in the agent perspective also, what this agent should do, that is what you are going to specify in action. Then guardrail, what it shouldn't do, that is what you are going to specify in guardrail limitations. Then the channel where it should work. Okay, maybe we have different departments in the company, and you might be allocated to one particular department. That is nothing but a channel. Where do they work? Maybe it's an email, it's a web, it's an SMS channel, it's a WhatsApp channel. Those type of things is nothing but a channel. Everything works on top of trust layer. Okay, so yeah, get hands on with agent force would be our last topic, where we'll be like the first step is to join the community. It's a Slack URL where you can get in touch with Agentblazer team. Again, Agentblazer is again a term given to people who work on agent force. If you are interested in agent force, you are also given a name like Agentblazer. Okay, earlier we used to give name like Trailblazer. Whoever works on Salesforce, who knows Trailhead, who used to like learn concepts on Trailhead, we used to call generally Trailblazer, right? Similarly, here Agent Blazer, Sales Blazer, Data Blazer, all these things are new terminologies in the ecosystem. So whoever is working on Agent Force, who they are termed as Agent Blazer. So we have lot of Agent Blazers in the community across the globe. If you have any questions on agent related, they you can reach out to them for quick assistance. And then part of this module, you will be building a service agent with agent force and connecting data cloud to agent force and prompt builder. Okay, so to tips to complete that is at least basic understanding of data cloud would be beneficial. Service agent is what service agent and sales agent. If you learn two of these concepts, you can play around with agent, because those are the basic agents available, and based on that only we have lot of agents that you can build on top of it. You can build your industry agents also. If you are working for any manufacturing cloud, health cloud, financial cloud, you can build your own agent on using service agent on top of it. Okay, frequently occurred questions, issues. Okay, as I am also part of community where I'll be answering some questions. So the questions what I have most frequently have come across is like completing super badge or hands-on challenges. Whenever we have a project, whenever we have a super badge, there will be some issues related to it. So there will be questions on that. So how to resolve it? First of all, go and check the instructions provided in that challenge. Everything will be available already. Okay, you are going to follow that instructions properly. That is what important. If you have skipped your theory part, then maybe you are going to stuck in that hands-on challenge or in the super badge. So better you understand each and every concept in detail, and then you enter into the challenge and go step by step. If you are having 4 challenges, take one challenge at a time, complete one challenge, and then see if at all if there are any issues. Try to resolve it as much as possible on your own. If at all if you're not able to resolve it, then we however have community. Just post your question in the community, someone will be there to help you out. And there are mostly issues are common issues only. There might be here and there something unique. You might come across some unique issues. Again, I am also stuck in one such issue as well. Like that's not an usual issue. It was related to some particular configuration in the agent, that it's not I have enabled everything but it's not working. Okay, so in this type of issues where you are not able to find any resources where you will get a response, you can raise a ticket. In the super badge or a hands-on challenge itself, you have some option to get into help, right? There you can raise a ticket related to your issue, and someone from the trailhead team will reach out to you to support you. Okay, so that is the first one. And second one is usage of wrong prompts, action, topic flows. These are some of the common issues comes in community where someone might have configured it wrongly, actions might be wrong, topics might be wrong, or flows might be wrongly set up. uh, those are the things that might bring up some issues and misconfiguration of elements. Then playground expiration, even though if it is not on agent force, but generally people will come up with playground expiration issue. So if at all, if you are using a playground for this particular patch, I don't think so we have anything on the playground. Yeah, we have playground, but we don't have any super badge part of this. But when you are working on any playground, whatever models related to it, try to complete it. Okay, if you leave it and then take it up after a week or so, that will expire. You will as soon as you enable that playground, you will see the deadline given to it. So try to complete your module before that. And do we get any orgs to practice? Someone had this question. Yes, you can, again, apart from trailhead playground org, you can also have a dev org available, a free dev org available. You can just go and search in Google that data cloud and agent force dev org. You will see free dev org. Just go and sign up for that, and you will get an org, and you should be active in that org. Like you should create something or other thing in that org. If you are inactive for 45 days, that is going to expire. That org is going to expire. So don't make it to expire. Try to do something related to data cloud or agent force in that org. Okay, then mostly challenge arises in the project. You can raise a concern in the community. That is first point of thing, first point of contact. If you are not getting any response from the community, then you can definitely go to Trailhead or sorry, Salesforce team, and there will be an implementation team who is going to help you on your issue. This is a project related issue, definitely there will be a good support from the Salesforce team. So the last slide here is questions. So yeah, maybe we'll go back to module. So, but still, if at all, if you are having any questions, I'll just check in the chat now. Okay, Kishan is asking like scheduled a legend exam, but a software problem laptop. I joined late. My exam is not started. So what can I do? Yeah, you can reschedule an exam. Maybe there is a ticket option available, as this is in not legend. I think you are taking up agent force specialist exam. So if that is the case, and I think you're taking it on Trailhead Academy, there is an option to create a case. Create a case, and someone is going to respond back to you. And as of now, as this is newly started, Trailhead Academy is newly started. You might not get a 24/7 support there. They might respond back to you only on the weekdays. But make sure to just raise the concern, or just raise the ticket. Based on your issue, they are going to take couple of days, business days. And if it is genuine, then they will give you one more chance. Otherwise, it's retake. You need to retake the exam. And retake again, it's $100. You will not have this free option part of agent force specialist exam. Okay, some people have joined late. Yes, this is a recorded session. You can find it in YouTube. Okay. So we are left with another 20 minutes. Okay, 20-25 minutes. So I'll go back and continue with some trails. And again, the goal of this particular session was to make you understand basics of AI and how it is functioning in Salesforce. Maybe in the innovator badge, you will get little more idea about uh, prompt builder, how it is functioning, and sales cloud, service cloud, all these things, sales agent, service agent. But yeah, please do complete this batch before joining the next session, because that would be a continuation of this particular challenge. And again, if you want to complete any modules in this particular session itself, then that is locked, as we saw earlier. That is level 2. Innovator is a level 2, so you need to complete this, only then you will be having option to check the next modules in innovator. Okay, as I don't see much questions over here, I'll just start with or continue with the modules. Okay, I know I'm going little fast, but yeah, like as I told, you can work on these things on your own. But I just wanted to give you a glimpse of it, what it is, how it is. And I did take like my personal approach. What I did to complete this is like I usually go with the sequential pattern, um, first of all, and also especially on this, as this was a basic one given. When it was launched, within a month or within 15 days, I completed this batch long back, not now. So maybe there might be some new advanced things, but still, as I don't see anything in my batch like that's completed, right? I don't think so anything new added after that. But if at all, if someone is watching on YouTube later, if at all, if you need see any new topics added, that might be a new topic added part of agent force. Try to learn that and complete that one. And again, if you face any challenges, reach out to the community. Okay, so we were in prompt builder, right? So prompt fundamentals. Again, prompt engineering techniques are important to give a proper prompt. AI will respond back to you with a proper prompt, and configuring agent force is also important with proper instructions. Okay, you need to tell, if you just tell create a contact, it will not know what contact it should create, right? You should give such instruction like create a contact where you are going to collect information like first name, last name, company details, and interest, the product interest, and maybe whether they are interested to receive an email, and what else, whether they have any previous product purchase. All these things you're going to collect, a part of create contact creation. And after that, if you want to hand over that to the next level, again you are going to add that instruction. If you are facing issue to resolve this particular question, pass it over to human agent. Those type of instruction will help agent force to respond back properly. Okay, and prompt is like it's an extended version of, or maybe the basic foundation of prompt is generative AI. So you're going to ask question, it is going to respond back. There are like around 15-20 languages supported for prompts as of today. So you can go and check which particular language you want your prompt to be created, and which language your agent should use. Based on that, you can configure. I think more than 20 languages are supported. Need to check the total number of languages, but it supports, basic languages are supported. And yeah, like basic ingredients of prompt, what you need to understand is participant, whom you are sending out, like who are the participants of that particular prompt, whom you are targeting. That is important. Then setting, give the model, like that Gemini model, GPT model, those things you are going to give. Then the goal, what this particular prompt should do future, that is a goal. Then relationship, like maybe you are having a flow, already a flow, and you are going to bring that flow into this prompt. And maybe you're having an Einstein search related index created, you need to bring that into agent. So those type of relationship you're going to bring here, and give the model data to work. So as I told, if you want to work on some summary of a contact, you are going to give one contact record as your data, initial data. So if I am giving one record, it is going to check for that record, give you a summary of that particular record. Then instructions, limits, language, style and tone. Instruction, as I told earlier, you are going to give proper instructions, only then it is going to work accordingly. Then limits, like to prevent hallucinating, give the model guardrails that it must stay within, guardrail which we told as limitation earlier. Then language, you can select a language, in which language you want to generate the output, those things also you can give. Style and tone, I told, if it wants to follow a business tone, casual tone, those type of things you are going to set it over here. And they have given a proper example also in the third column, like here you can see in the column what type of instruction you can provide, uh, based on which you will get a response. Okay, here this is a quiz actually with two questions. Get started with prompt. And part of prompt builder, you are going to create a prompt on record summary, I believe, if I remember correctly. What's a prompt template? And yeah, this is a sample prompt. This is how you are going to give your prompt. Okay, you are a world renowned, some role you are going to give, and you have a popular blog read by millions of readers worldwide. Your readers enjoy learning topic, and what topic they will enjoy about from your blog, and these are the data points that you are going to add. Okay, whatever you see within the curly brackets, those are the things that you are going to add part of your prompt. And where you are going to get this data, this would be from your um, already data which you have, like whether you are using Salesforce or any other CRM or data cloud. uh, from there you are going to get this data. Okay, audience, target audience, whom you want to target, then subtopic, then instructions. While giving instructions, again give proper instructions, each and everything, you shouldn't leave even a small instructions also. It is more or less like preparing an test use case. When you are working on any project, you will create a test use case of your own, create a sample data of your own. Similarly, here also you are going to create as many sample instructions as possible. Whatever comes to your mind that you need to include in that prompt, feel free to add it. And again, this is a natural language. It's not required that you need to give a proper grammatical sentence only. AI is going to understand on its own. Okay, but give it a little bit more extra details so that it will understand what it should do. Then prompts, Salesforce way, again a few things, as I told, flows, records, apex, all these things also you can get connected to prompt. And I think you have one project related to this which will help you to create your own prompt. They have given all the instructions, so you are just going to follow that instructions as it is. Maybe keep a goal for yourself, maybe today or tomorrow you're going to complete this batch. As I told, it is going to take around like totally around 7-8 hours to complete the entire batch. So try to accommodate that much of time. If you want to continue at one stretch, you can do it, or maybe take some breaks and then continue. Again, most of the things are theory, so you can easily do complete it. So these are again some additional things which you can see here. See, this is how you will see first name, last name populated from a record. So this is a user record from where I'm getting the first name and last name. And this is a contact record from where I'm getting contact, first name, last name. Then account record where I'm getting account details. Then product, I can bring product record details. Object, you are just going to choose the object from where you want to pull the data. Whatever you have already configured, you are going to pull that. If you want to bring some custom data, create a custom field, attach it to that. Again, you're going to create a field on an object. So that field you are going to bring in this prompt. Okay, with you can create your agent force with prompt and without prompt also. Okay, that is also one thing that you need to keep in mind. Prompt is also like one of the source or one of the action that you can keep within agent force. In action, in agent force we have multiple topics. Like agent force, we have like um, topics. Topic is what that particular agent should do. And within that, actions, in actions is where you're going to specify what it will actually do, and split it. Like, don't keep all the actions together. Okay, it will not work accordingly and you will get lot of issues. So split your actions, give some simple task to each action. Okay, so I did one thing, like lead capture thing was one agent where I wanted to have my leads to be captured through agent force. So instead of giving everything in one particular action, I need to separate it out. First, create a lead. That is one action. And what I'm going to use there, a flow, a normal flow, which you will usually use to create a lead. Uh, that record, get record creation is what we will use. And then create a lead record. And after that, what are all the information you got while creating a lead, and what you're going to do next with that particular record. That would be my second action. Whether I am going to schedule a call with them, schedule an appointment, that would be my next action. Like that, you are going to progress your agent creation. Okay, and for actions, you are going to add either a prompt that you have created, or a flow, or an apex, whatever you have as some automation kind of thing, what you already have. That one you are going to create in that one you are going to connect with agent. Okay. Okay, human in loop. That is one thing that usually you might have come across this particular terminology, human in loop. Even though we are creating something like an autonomous agent, which will work 24 bar 7 kind of approach, but still there should be an human who is going to respond back. Like, maybe not every issue, whatever you're going to ask to an agent, will be responded by agent itself. So here also we have ask agent force. If you go and ask a question here, maybe not all the questions that you have will be responded back by agent force. It will route it to some service rep who is already online. Okay, so you can work with omni-channel routing also to connect your service rep or sales rep to agent to make it function. And we have like whatever you already have as existing features in Salesforce, you can make use of that and enhance your business. That is what agent is all about. Okay, so yeah, humans in loop is like you are going to test on your own, and wherever required, a service rep or sales rep will come into picture, and as a developer you are going to test it multiple times. That is what human in loop means. Okay, then trust layer, autonomous agents, and then meet agent force. Again, understand the agent force topics, whatever just now covered on slides. Similar to the that, you will see lot of things over here in the introduction to agent force section. And agent force for service, anything specific to service, like case creation, all these things can be done by service. There are standard agents, there are custom agents. You can create your own agents, that is custom agents. Whatever agent already available, those are standard agents. Okay, then this is the one major project where you are going to work on connecting data cloud to agent force and prompt builder. All the instructions are well defined, provided over here. But again, if you are stuck anywhere, feel free to reach out to me. As I told, I am available on LinkedIn. I'll be responding back to any type of questions that you guys ask. But maybe not immediately, but allow me one day time at least. I'll be responding back to your questions. Okay, I'll go back to chat if we have any questions. Okay, I did answer this question already. Samiksha has a question like, can a free development org account be accessed at any time in the future, or does it have a limited validity period after which it expires? Yes, I told, like it's a 45 days. Like if you are inactive for 45 days, that particular free development org will expire. So make sure you are doing something on that org so that it will be active. You can use that particular org for lifetime.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Vinith added that link, so please follow that link. It will help you in creating your own developer org. Okay, any questions? We are left with 10 minutes. Just tell me like any feedback, anything that we need to improvise, so that I can come up prepared for the innovator badge.
Aishwarya, maybe we will go through these trailheads, and then in next session, maybe before you start, then we can have a questions like few questions. You can answer those.
Yeah. So if all of you are joining the next session, fine. But if anyone is joining only this session, then maybe if you have any question, feel free to ask now.
Aishwarya, could you please share those links, the resources, what you're giving,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
you, the Zoom.
This one, right? Yes, I'll share.
It's really an amazing session.
Okay, then thank you everyone for joining on a weekend. And yeah, like everything is more or like descriptive things, theory things, what we discussed. And we did not have much scope for discussing anything on the tool side. But yeah, definitely in the innovative badge, our first topic would be on the tool side itself. We are going to start from the platform itself. So before that, it's mandatory that you need to complete your champion badge. So take your time. I'll be giving you like next 1 week of time, one and a half week of time, so you can complete it and then come back to the next session on the innovator badge. And if at all, if you are having any questions, any challenges in between, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much for joining this session today. So yeah, Padma sir, if you have anything to speak, over to you.